Karen Allgire, and I'm a certified Iyengar Yoga Teacher. And this video will guide you through some sun salutes and some of the back bends we do while lying on the abdomen. And I feel like the back bends are very important right now, and the arm movements that lift and open the chest. When we're overwhelmed, when we're sad, when we're in a state of uncertainty, the chest might tend to cave in. But when we lift up this armpit chest, raise the breastbones, spread the collarbones, it helps bring about feelings of buoyancy and optimism because we can take a full breath. And the movement of back bends also brings energy and courage to face what has to be faced and to do what has to be done. So the practice starts in a sitting position. You can sit cross-legged like I'm sitting right now. You can sit on a chair. Those who can, I'm going to be sitting in virasana, this kneeling position. If you need some height under the buttock, you could take a block or even two. Or in my case, I'm sitting here on a folded blanket, and you could stack up several blankets or sit on a bolster. So please go ahead now and take a seat on your chair in cross-legged position or in this kneeling virasana position. And whatever sitting position you are in, take the buttock flesh down. So from your back waist down to the buttock bones, go down, and then lift the sides of your trunk up. Lift your side ribs, lift the armpits, lift the sternum bone, and then spread out through the collarbone area. And take a nice full inhalation. And as you exhale, go down into the buttock bones. So the lift of the chest is always relative to the way we're grounded and connected down to the floor and to Mother Earth. Now raise your arms up, interlock your hands, and turn the palms upward. If that's difficult for your shoulders, you can leave your arms separated. Right? So press up through the wrists and lift. Lift the side body up. Take a breath. And on exhalation, turn to the right. Press your left hand on your outer right leg and turn. Bend your elbows and lift the chest. Exhale and twist. Stay tall. Stay even on the right and left. And turn your chest more from the left to the right. Come back to the center. Raise your arms up. Interlock the hands in a non-habitual way. And stretch upward. Take the buttocks down and lift up through the ribs, lift up through the armpits, and bend at the wrists. Lift up. Now remain tall and turn to the left. So the back hand, the left hand, you can press down to bring about more lift of the trunk. And then with the right hand, press against your outer left leg to bring about more turn of this left side body. Turn the left waist. Turn the left ribs. Inhale, lift and spread your chest. And exhale and turn your chest from left to right. Sorry, right to left. Turn to the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn to the left. Roll your left shoulder back. And then come back to the center. Now for this next pose, if you have a yoga strap, you can use it. If you don't, you could use a bathrobe tie. Or you can do the pose without a strap at all. So place that strap over your right shoulder. And take your left hand behind and up your back. Climb the hand up. Roll your left shoulder back and lift the left armpit chest. So we have to see that this side of the ribcage doesn't drop. Lift that up. Then take your right palm in front of you, facing up, touch your shoulder, and come into Gomukhasana. If you can hold hands, do. If you need the strap, use it. And if you don't have the strap, you can simply reach the hands toward each other without holding on to anything. Now, observe what has happened to your lower back and buttock area. Take the buttock down so your lower back is elongated, not overly arched. Lift up the breastbone. Lift up the side ribs. Spread the collarbones. And then release. All right, if you're using the strap, shift that over to your left shoulder. Take your right hand behind your waist and walk it up your back. Lift the right armpit chest. Roll the right shoulder back. And press your right hand into your back. Then with the left palm up, touch your shoulder and lift up. So there's a stretch here from the back of the arm up to the elbow. So holding either your hands or your strap or holding nothing, all of those are fine. Lift up the side chest. Lift up the sternum bone. Spread the collarbones. As you inhale, lift the chest a bit more. On an exhalation, take the buttocks down. Once again, inhale and lift up. And exhale and take the buttocks down. And then release. Nice, everybody. So now, take your strap. I'm going to turn my back to you for a moment. And you'll be putting that strap onto your wrists. If you don't have a belt that can be made into a loop, you can just hold on to any kind of belt. And if no belt is available, interlock your hands like this. So I'm going to turn to the side now for this part. You can continue to face the screen. Put your belt on your wrists or take one of the alternatives that I just showed you. Then roll your shoulders back and lift your arms. And now the arms may not lift up so very high, that's fine. But roll the shoulders back and keep the shoulder blades down your back as you lift the arms up. Inhale, raise the chest. Exhale, lift the arms. Inhale, raise the chest. Exhale, press into the belt. So your arms are firm, your elbows are straight. And then release. And observe the effect of that technique. All right, so now you've seen how that works. I will face you and we'll do it once again. So put the belt on your wrists or hold it in your palms or interlock your hands. Any of those three options work very well. Roll your shoulders back and stretch your arms. On inhalation, raise up the breastbone. And on exhalation, lift the arms. It doesn't have to be a lot, but don't let the chest cave in. Lift up the chest and press into the belt. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation, and then release. Okay, so now the seated part of our practice is complete, and we'll go into our sun salutes now. So stand up. I'm going to be facing in profile to you. And when it's convenient to look at the screen, do, but in general, don't be turning your head in an awkward manner. Stay within your own practice. If you have a couple blocks, the blocks do tend to help the jumping and the upper back concavity in some of these poses, so you can do with or without the blocks. And I'm going to be showing with the blocks. So come toward the front of your mat and face the side. Be in Tadasana. Now, just as we did sitting in the standing position, this top buttock area has to go down, not forward, down. So take the buttock down and the thighs back at the same time. Buttock down, thighs back at the same time. Then press your heels deeply down into the mat. So I want to establish this kind of dynamic relationship between the buttocks and the heels. Push your heels down so much the buttock almost has to follow. Take the buttock down so strongly that the heels understand their action. And from that sturdy leg straightness, lift up your chest. Then raise your arms overhead, palms forward, and reach up. And see that the thighs remain back as you lift up the side ribs. Take a breath in. Now exhale and come forward, Uttanasana. So this is the forward bend with the legs straight and the trunk down. If your hands will not reach the floor, you can use your blocks or place your hands on your shins. Fully straighten your legs. Press your outer heels down and lift your inner knees up. With the straight legs, allow your trunk to go down. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. And now bend your knees, place your palms flat on the mat or your blocks, and then either walk or jump back to downward facing dog pose. Fully stretch your arms and legs. Press your thighs back and straighten your legs. Engage your triceps and fully straighten your arms. And then as you stretch back, tuck your shoulder blades deeply into your back. Tuck your back ribs deeply into your back. And take a smooth, deep cycle of breath. Now bend your knees, look forward, and either walk or jump your feet and return to the forward extension, Uttanasana. Pull your legs up straight. Look forward, reach forward, and stand up, Urdhva Hastasana, the upward hands pose. And then return to Tadasana. So there's sort of the outline of our sun salute, and now we'll repeat a little bit more rhythmically. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, jump or walk back. Now stay in dog pose for one breath in, and on exhalation, stretch back. Now, come onto your arms in a position parallel to the floor. With two straight arms and two straight legs, take your buttocks to your heels and your tailbone deeply into your body. Then, come back up to dog pose. Stretch back. Bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump forward, and bend forward in Uttanasana. Fully straighten your legs. Now inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. And again, inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, bend your knees, place your palms, and jump back. Take one deep inhalation. Now on exhalation, come to this position parallel to the floor. If you don't know upward dog pose, stay like this. If you do know upward dog, come forward. Take your arms back and your chest forward. Straighten your arms, and then press your ankles, your feet down, and lift your thighs up off the floor. Move your tailbone in. Move your shoulder blades in. And then walk or jump the feet under and return to dog pose. Stretch back. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, Tadasana. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. And we'll take one final round, everybody. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come parallel to the floor. On your next inhalation, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Tailbone in, shoulder blades in. Jump or walk. Come back to dog pose and stretch back. Open the side body. Bend your legs, lift your head, jump or walk, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. All right, so these sun salutes are just a fantastic way to get your energy moving, to overcome lethargy or depression, to open up the breath, open up the rib cage. So I hope you feel a little bit exhilarated. Now we'll go for a couple of what we call the prone back arches. These are the back arches where we lie in the abdomen. And Gita Iyengar has said that these poses help us understand the correct action of the abdomen and lower back, and so in a sense, Mother Earth is protecting us to help us learn how to do these poses with proper alignment. So place a blanket on your mat and lie on your abdomen. So I'll be profiled to you so you can see the pose, and Again, look at the screen when convenient, but don't turn your head or neck in an awkward manner. All right, line your abdomen. Oh, I'm sorry. Have a, if you are working with a belt, have that handy. Okay. So here, I'm propped up on my forearms. And as you lie here, lengthen your thighs back. So this front thigh, from the groin to the knee, has to elongate back. And yet at the same time, the abdominal area should reach forward. So thighs back, abdomen forward. And then lower your ribs down. So this low rib diaphragm area is definitely on the floor. Then reach back. My thumbs are touching the thighs, the palms are to the ceiling. Then everybody, roll your shoulders to the ceiling. And as you reach your chest forward, stretch your arms and legs back. This is the locust pose, Shalabhasana. Now the buttock to heel connection that was discussed earlier still has to be there. Pin your tailbone into your body and reach the top buttock away from the waist and the middle buttock down into the body. And the buttock as a whole has to reach backward for the heels. And then rest your head down on your hands. Good. Let's go again. Lengthen each thigh back. Now as the front thighs lengthen back, the back thighs should spread apart. So spread the back thighs apart from each other. Reach back with the hands. And with the palms to the ceiling, roll the shoulders to the ceiling. Then raise the legs from the inner thigh. So the back thighs do not come together, they continue to spread apart. Take your chest forward, breastbone forward, as you reach your arms and legs back. Put the legs down and rest your head on your hands. So now the use of the belt is very helpful in this pose, and it's just like we did earlier in our video. So you see I'll have the belt here on the wrists. Again, if you don't have that kind of belt, you can hold on to a belt or you can interlock your hands. So whichever technique you're taking, go ahead and put your wrists in the belt or catch hold of a belt or interlock your hands. So observe right away how that helps you gain greater access to the movement of your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and up to the ceiling. Now there'll be palms in, reach the fingers back, and take the breastbone forward. Take care that this low rib area does not pop up. It has to stay down so that the movement is less in the low back, more in the upper back. Now as you press into your belt, reach your chest forward and raise your legs. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation, and then put the legs down, slip out of the belt, and rest your head on your hands. So we'll continue now with one more back arch, bow pose, Dhanurasana. If you have the belt, continue with the belt. If you don't have the belt, it's perfectly fine to do without. Right? So we start as we just did. Stretch your arms back with the palms facing each other. Roll your shoulders back and then bend your legs and catch your feet. If you cannot catch your feet, this is a perfectly good pose. In fact, it has its own challenges. So this is a perfectly good way to go forward. Those who can hold the feet, push your feet back into your hands until your shoulder blades come more deeply into your back. Keep the low rib on the mat. Don't lift that up. But instead, push the feet and absorb the shoulder blades into the back. Then lift the thighs up, lift the shins up, lift the feet up, and then come down, release the feet, and rest your head. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation, and again, with or without the belt. Roll your shoulders back. Keep the low rib diaphragm area on the mat. Catch your feet or bend your knees without catching the feet. Then push your feet back, lift your chest up, and lift the thighs up into Dhanurasana. Push your feet into your hands and lift the toes higher. Take the spine deeply into the body and look up. And then lower your thighs, lower your feet, and rest your head. Now press with your palms and fold back into downward facing hero. Sit the buttocks on the heels, walk your hips forward, and let your head rest. And now come up. So to finish our class, we'll take some relaxation. So you can take your calves here onto a chair. If a chair is not available, you can lie on your back and lean your legs on the wall. Keep about a 10-inch gap between your buttocks and the wall so the legs lean. If you have a chair, rest your calves on the chair. Now push the buttock flesh away from the waist. Tuck your shoulder blades away from your neck. And relax with your palms up. Completely let go. Let your arms be in a restful state. Let your legs be in a restful state. And let the whole back surface of the torso rest down into the floor. Let the back pelvis rest into the floor. Let the back waist rest toward the floor. Let the back rib cage and the shoulder blades rest into the floor. Let go. Let loose. Now relax your face. Let your eyes be soft and relax the tongue in the bottom palate of the mouth. Let go deeply and completely. And focus now on the breath. Let your breath be passive and soft. Let the breath be gentle and smooth. Keep your mind attentively focused on the breath. Not to control the breath, but to watch it. Be the observer of the breath. And little by little, observe the breath getting softer and smoother and more passive. Just a few more cycles of breath here. Smooth, soft inhalation. Passive, gentle exhalation. Now on your next exhalation, fold your legs in over your body. Take one arm over your head and roll onto your side. Now smoothly come up to sitting. Sit in a simple cross-legged position and fold your palms. Reverence to the divine within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be well, everyone.